Most people who produce children, they have no clue about life. We have to live. Have a child and you don't even have no plan in place. Like, oh my gosh. I really don't understand it. Money is not real. That's one thing I tell you. It's not real. The reason why they want more AI to take over work, because work is repetitive.
Right.
So a robot can do that. Why do you think they always encourage men to have women? Because it helps to prolong a man's life for at least another 20 years.
Give it away, and I guess not seeing the value in our stuff. That, as you just said, we then give it away. People then repackage our stuff and sell it back to us, which is wild.
And we know what they're repackaging. What's funny is the quality is rubbish.
There you go.
It's never to the specs of what is actually meant to be.
Do enough of us see the value in our stuff, though? Because I think there's a good portion of our people, unfortunately, that like to assimilate others and put more of a value on other people's things and way of doing things. The UK has great PR on the world stage, you know. It's for what's put out into the world to what we have to live and experience. It's two different things. Greetings and salutations. I'm your host, Alicia Mullings, and this is the Sense Only podcast. This podcast is for those who are tired of the noise, distraction, and disconnection in the world. It's for those who know that we need to be the change that we'd like to see in the world. Today, our wonderful guest is here making big changes that not only help herself, but also help us as a community, helping us to get into business and to actually find investment and funding for these businesses. Today, I'm happy to welcome the wonderful Tojake.
Hi everyone. Thank you for inviting me, Alicia. It's been a long day, isn't it? I'm loving the British weather. It's very windy. Very beautiful. Windy. The weather's getting better every time. But let's not talk about the weather. We've got some serious topics to talk about.
Definitely.
Really serious topic.
I'm excited.
That's good.
And I feel that this is the platform to really express what I want to talk about.
It is. So let's tell everybody about yourself and what it is specifically that you do.
So what I would say to people, a lot of people, my name is Tojake. I'm born in Westminster in London, and I've always been passionate about stuff, especially in London, UK, Europe, even globally. But one of my main passion is really the melanated people who are interested in starting business.
Yeah.
We have, especially those who are not 50 yet, so we need to really push them to start a business. And also, with me, how I got interested in business. So I've got a degree in advertising and brand management. I went to university in UCA, Surrey. It's involved like a marketing / graphic research and stuff, and analysing brands. So I realised the importance of brands and what they're about. And I think a lot of people don't understand, us as Nubian people, we've not been trained or put in a position to know about brands and customer service and image. So, and also, how can you say, there are loopholes, there's ways you can get help.
Okay. But
no one is telling people. So that's really the main thing. My job really is to try and encourage as much people, especially within art, because we've got the best ideas.
Right.
When it comes to ideas, I'm just shocked when I'm around Nubian people. They are full of ideas, but they're not executing it. Like when it's executing, they're not starting a business, collaborating, trying to find a way of turning their idea to a reality.
Right.
So it's important. You may have the idea, but you now need to execute. You really need to do it. If you can't do it, find someone you can work with, that you get along with, to do the idea. But I think we're in a stage now, there's a lot of help, but it's not too open, but it's there. And while we're speaking, I'll release those links of sites or where people can go to get support and help. With me, I work with private companies and also I work with business specialists and other organizations, but me myself, I go around looking for projects to invest in, and so I'm always happy to hear ideas and how we're gonna support the idea and move it to the next stage. That's the main thing. But like I said, thank you for having me. I'm sure you've got more questions to ask me.
I have.
I know. I don't.
Plenty.
Oh gosh, I'm scared.
I'm scared.
No, that's fine. So I'm not really scared. I'm a brave girl, so I'll answer all of them. Yeah.
I'll be kind.
Okay.
So, in terms of what you just mentioned, when you're saying that there's a lot of our people who have all the ideas.
Yeah, every single black person has the idea.
This is it.
Yeah.
However, there's a gap in the chain of then creating execution. Yeah. What do you think that gap is? What is the stumbling block that stops people?
One of the biggest problem we have within Nubian people, the group as a whole, majority of the professionals have chosen not to have like a side hustle or a business. So they just do the job, their job or whatever they do, and that's it. That has to change. They need if you're melanated, especially if you're Nubian, you need to understand that you must have at least 3 or 4 types of income. Because you may have a job, but tomorrow when they make someone redundant, the first people to target is the Nubian people and the women. So if you're a black woman, there's a likely chance you're going to be made redundant, like easily. And also as a female, when you get to 30, you start seeing a lot of discrimination in the workplace. They automatically for some reason, it's just like, I don't know, it's like they feel that you're now meant to be a director or a manager, and if you don't have that, so they're now going to give you 3-4 times the workload. And I just feel that we're not really, the thing about, I'm not going to encourage anyone just to quit their job. Still stay in it, but try and have something on the side that you do. Because the business may take long, but the reward is unbelievable. So to earn £1, you have to sweat. With your job, you're just like a robot. It's consistent, it's like repetitive. But with the business, just that £1 you earn, it's like you really sweat. But then you learn so much just to earn that little money. And then it just makes you sharper. It makes you more intuitive. A lot of our people who do have business, another thing I will say with them is they need to network more. So sometimes they should encourage where they work to do a showcase of their products. Say, there are some managers who are very like open or nice, or maybe within some of the CEOs want to see some, because I can't say all companies are bad, because sometimes the company's been terrible, but when you meet the CEO, like the people at the top, they're completely different. They're very open, very like business minded. They say, okay, you have that. Do you want to do a one day to showcase your stuff or talk about your skill? So everywhere you are, people need to try and promote the skill they have. And if they got an idea, they shouldn't just keep it themselves. You meet some of the elders, baby boomers. Have an idea for
conversations about these lot.
Have an idea for 15, 20 years and not executed it.
It's painful. It's actually painful. But the thing is, like, for me to just kind of add to the question that I asked you in terms of what I've personally experienced, because people see me moving and shaking for years. And with people who are, within my orbit are very familiar with my mindset and how I operate. That I guess through this podcast, a lot of people are now being introduced to me through this podcast.
Wow.
But I guess people who are, who used to be in all the previous businesses I've had will be very familiar with how I operate. I'm very much a go-getter and have been for a very long time, which is why a lot of people know me.
But where did you get this attitude from, this go? Because not much people have this attitude. Were you doing sports?
No.
Do you come from a certain type of family?
I think it's my family.
Okay.
And I speak about them a lot on this podcast. I think my family have very much helped to cultivate a strong self-esteem.
Okay.
I think it's been beautiful to have, because it's humongous, both my families are humongous, mum's side and dad's side.
Wow, okay.
Even though it's a lot of personalities, but the beauty of so many personalities is it's very much helped my EQ and shape me.
When you say EQ, you can explain that.
Emotional intelligence. And people have. The previous episodes, we've explained emotional intelligence, but basically reading a room socially, emotionally, reading people.
Not many people have that skill.
But this is it. So I think because... I know that because I grew up around so many people and so many strong personalities, even though I always say I'm probably the least competitive person anyone could ever meet in their life. I always say I do not business what the next person's doing. I don't care.
No, it's not. There's two types of competition. There's one where you copy somebody, and there's one where you're competing yourself. Like with me.
So that's what I was going to get to. My competition
compete with myself,
is with me. This is the point I'm making. So as much as
which is kind of crazy when people look at me and think, "Are you all right?" Well, you know when you compete yourself, the bar is so high.
No, but that's the best person
really
to compete with.
Yeah, your own self.
Because you know everything that's going on with you. You don't know what's going on with the next person. So I think it's been, as I said, beautiful to have so many people around. So we've been able to just bounce off each other. And also it's nice to have technically such close inspiration from my family.
That's really good.
And have people who are go-getters within themselves. So it puts less of a bar over my head of, oh, we can't achieve it. Because I'll be like, oh, but uncle, whoever achieved that. Oh, but cousin, whoever achieved that.
Family members who've achieved.
So it makes it so much more real. You know, and it just nurtures your personality and things like that. So I definitely say the fact that I'm such a go-getter, very much I can, hand some of that over to my family.
That's good. Well, you know what I was going to say? It's like they have given you that ideology which can help others. In sense, because not many people have this. Like when people look at me, they say, Tojake, you get shut down and you climb up and you start doing stuff again. I'm like, you know what? One of the things I did was, which my parents put me into, was sports. I was playing tennis.
Okay, nice.
So I trained sometimes 6 hours in a day. And I did that for sometimes I trained every day.
So discipline.
So it was a lot of sports. Another thing I was also into when I was very young, like age of 3, I was painting.
Nice.
So I used to paint loads. I noticed that when you paint, is like unconditional. You just do loads of paint. You don't expect money. You just doing it out of love and out of freedom and happiness. And then also I've got a sibling, a younger sibling, which I'm always checking up on. She was calling me, which is good. I mean, so I'm always like having to look after someone or something. So I think having a structure in place helps, but also you have to have a goal for yourself.
Definitely.
Which you say, okay, like many years ago, I did have access to about $1 trillion, but that didn't fall through. But I told myself, I'm going to have access to more funding, to open doors. So this funding's for mainly for people who are below 50 because it's like a 30-year span long. It's not for boomers. Sorry, boomers. So we're looking for people who want to improve the lives of humanity.
Yes.
So this includes infrastructure. We're doing a green energy project also. And so there's a lot of stuff we're doing. People can contact me later after near the end. I'll give my details. But the thing I've noticed about life, I think me and you had a meeting, we spoke about it. You can't give up,
This is it.
They did say the people who failed in business are the ones that quit.
Yeah, basically. Because at the same time, if you want to keep it real simple, sometimes it's just a numbers game. Literally, you just stay in the race, you're going to get there. So
you get there anyway.
Literally, it's, you hear a lot of people who are actually doing it for themselves now, and it can be as simple as the simple word consistency. You stay consistent, you're going to get to wherever you're trying to get to. Eventually, it might not be too fast, but you're always going to lose if you bow out of the race. Stay in the race, you're going to get to the end.
With me and you, it took me 20 years, but we're the same age. Because I'm realizing, to me, to get to this place, people think that I just woke up one day and I became an investor or had access to all this stuff. This is 20 years now. It's like I've been going into business all the time, and I've been shoved. And the thing is that I kept saying to myself, why did it take you so long? But I said, you know what? I'm actually we're in a good place because we did it properly. Yeah. We're in part of the, should I mention that name? We're in part of the e-files, I'm not going to mention his name.
Yeah, you don't mention it.
So I'm just so all this controversial stuff, some people did a quick way to get stuff, and I'm looking and I'm thinking, wow, I was so against those people and their lifestyle, and I felt that my way was the way, and I realized that really my intuition was actually very, very good. Yeah. Because you have to believe in your intuition. I'm like, oh wow.
Definitely.
I'm just in a good space because I'm like, I don't with some people, especially those shady wealthy people, they give you something and you have to do some really messed up stuff or something. I don't need to do that. with people. I say, okay, you want something? This is what we do. We give them the paperwork. Maybe they sign an NDA. I'm so glad that it's not like I didn't know how messed up they are in the mindset that they really have to like, okay, we're gonna give you this, and in return, you have to humiliate yourself or do this. Or I'm like, wow, is this what they had to go through?
But the thing is, though, even though, as you say, we've been in the game for a long time, I think when you kind of come into other people's orbit, they think like you're some overnight sensation. It'd be like, you know how much years
they took to get here.
Pushing through to get here. You know?
And how many people try to block you or rubbish you.
The level of bad mind.
Oh my gosh. And you're like...
Hateration.
And you're like, what is this? And then people who see... Because I don't know, there's this ideology. I don't know if you know it, but I've observed it very well. Maybe African culture do. I think they do it just... It's a world thing.
What's that?
So if you're black and you're female, the day you get born, automatically someone, it could be in your family or someone in society, sees you as a slave, someone to use. No, it sounds terrible.
I'm going to let you land. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying this is something which they don't bring out, but it's something they just see as you're going to be used for the rest of your life. Because you have to remember, they naturally they use us.
Who's they? Sorry, in terms of when you say.
It could be the structure could be the family members, one of the family members. It could be society. It could be anything. They just want to. It's about using your energy.
Okay.
And they all are in it. They all are in it. It sounds terrible. They're all in it. But some people are lucky. They come from really good families where they don't have someone who's sitting there thinking, oh, for the rest of their life, I'm going to use you. I'm just saying. They're saying this is what happens as a black female. So a lot of women, we need to train them. They need to know their power. Because imagine that you get all your life, somebody gets you and they turn 70 and then they don't know. But the energy, imagine you got the energy, but it's not with you.
I hear you. I was trying to see where you're going with this. Okay, energetically.
Right. So I'm just trying to say that's why it's important to start a business, because then you have self-independence.
Correct.
Yeah, and also just be more, because the financial world, I'm big in it. It's not real. The money is not real. That's one thing I tell you. It's not real, but it's real in some way, because the system, the people who created it, the patriarchy system, created money as a form of instrument.
Correct.
So those of us who have access to it or who have control over it, we need to try and make other people's life as easy. Another thing I was going to mention too was, they're planning to change things in the next 5 years.
Expand for the people.
Okay. Within the next 5 years, it's, like we have every 7 to 9 years, there's a recession. No, there's a recession.
Yeah.
There's an economical crash.
Because I think that sort of has to come down. Yes.
This one is one of the most catastrophic. It's they're involving AI.
Yes.
And so they've calculated that the elites, or the government, whatever, they've calculated that everyone can succeed. They can do if you focus. You can reach the 100K, 1 million earning. You can do it.
Right.
But no, people are not being told, and the people it's going to affect the most are really those who are nearing to be 50. So people need to be established within the next 5 years.
Yeah.
So, but it can be done.
Well, I guess it's less than 5 years now, isn't it? Is it 2030? You need to sort your life out.
They said 2030, but when I was reading properly, and 2030, you're right, 2030 is one of it. That's one of the first phase. But officially, when I watched, if you go on YouTube and type, it's about maybe 4 years or 4 years and a half. So it's around that time.
Yeah.
So the aim is to try and separate a contrast of humans.
Right.
Because they're saying humans are reaching a higher consciousness.
Yeah.
So, and the higher consciousness is coming on Earth, like it's forcing us to become more intelligent.
Right.
So, when Gen Z say they don't want to work, some of us think, oh my gosh, if you think about it, logically, they are right. They shouldn't be going to office and working. They can work from home or start their own business. They can do whatever they want to do. They shouldn't be forced into it. And also, if they're saying that they don't want to start a family, yeah, they're helping in some way, because you have people who have children and they hate them. They abuse them and they allow them to get abused. So
topic for another episode.
We'll remove that for another time. So basically, another thing I was going to say was, so it's very important why we, as a people who have so much ideas, start generating cash flow.
Right.
Because the reason why the system's changing is also targeted as us. Because when I was talking to my other investors, I said, well, why going to do this. They said, you know what? I said, you black people, really intelligent people, you got all the ideas, but you are at a low frequency right now. And I said, what do you mean? Because you guys are not starting businesses. They've got a short-term plan. Some are very fleshy. When I say fleshy, like their ambition just to get, become a parent. Like, there's more to. I'm not saying like having children is terrible. I'm just saying that if you have a child, you need to have money. People are having children and they're broke, which is, I think, 2026. I won't be rude, but to me, I think it's unacceptable. I know I sound harsh, but I'm just being realistic.
Yes, it's realistic. Because if you got all these mouths to feed, how are you feeding them? It's
not as makes sense.
Simple maths, right?
But even if they have the child, they can say, okay, because before the child starts walking or getting to primary school, they can put something in place. Like say, okay, I've got an activity. Let me start finding a way to side hustle, make money out of something I enjoy doing. So it's not like the last thing you can do is put, okay, you're someone struggling, and they bring a life to struggle with them. But
totally understand.
But things can change. I'm not like against saying, oh, that is it. I feel that someone can change your life within 1 or 2 years. It can happen if they stay focused or are in the right environment. That's another option. But the thing is that a lot of our people, no one's telling them what environment to go to.
I totally agree with that, because as I always say, environment's everything. And you find that a lot of our people, unfortunately, are residing in environments that are not.
It's unprogressive.
Unprogressive. Yeah, the opposite of progression, literally enemy of progress, shall we say.
And you know what's funny? There's people out there who have like workshops. They probably got a van. They could organize a group. This is something I'm just saying out there. Something they could organize. Okay, I live in this area. Okay, maybe I should organize a weekly visit to the gallery, art gallery, or a walk in a park.
It's beautiful. The ideas are beautiful, but this is what we were saying earlier. There's a disconnect in actually making it happen. Because to add to it, the amount of people who just like to come up to me and, I just want to pick your brain, Alicia. And I'm like, we're trying to pick my brain, are we?
Oh, wow.
For free. Okay.
I've stopped it.
Okay.
Yeah, I understand, yeah.
But even so, when I do actually just help people, it then becomes lip service, because I can sit down, spend my time, help somebody with whatever their venture is or whatever their ambition is or whatever their dreams are, and they do. Sometimes I will give people step-by-step instructions, or at least a starting plan, whether they follow what I've gave them and they just veer off and do their own version. Please do, because at the end of the day, you're still going to get to where you're trying to head to. The thing that will make me feel away would be the fact that I've just broke it down to you so simply, and you don't do nothing with it.
I don't like that.
This is why I get a bit funny when people come up to me and chat about they want to pick my brain, because I'm like, but you're not actually going to do anything with that.
If you're going to pick someone's brain, you should try and take action. The next step is action. So when I meet people, that's what I'm saying about
the amount of people who've
done that. That's what I'm saying about the boomers.
Do nothing.
I've contacted 5 years later. I'm talking about a project they mentioned to me 5 years ago. How come you remember that? I'm like, what do you mean, how can I remember that? When you told me, in my head, automatically, I visualized, that's the way I am. When someone tells me something, I get happy. I'm like, and I visualize it like already like happening. Then now it's, when I see you, I may not see you in maybe 4 or 5 years time by accident. I remember your face, because I'm very good at faces. And I'm like, remember that idea? They're like, you still remember that? And I'm like, haven't you started? Nope. That's the worst thing. I think the most important thing, we need to encourage people, especially I think just the Nubian people as well. They need to start questioning each other and questioning themselves. They need to start things. It's better to start, even if it doesn't work out, at least you start it.
I just don't know, but there's something that stops people from starting.
Yes,
and
it's fear.
There's fear, but also kind of what we touched on earlier, with, there's like an imposter syndrome as well.
Okay.
When people are just scared of their own success and things like that,
wow.
or if they're in, overall, I guess it's a level. There's different levels and different factors of fear.
Oh yeah, there is, yeah.
And it's sad. I'm just like, how do we contribute or help to reprogramming that?
I think there need to be workshops on self, because one of the issues I've noticed
it's psychological
on us as a people, we lack self-love.
And low self-esteem.
Yeah, they'll self-love, and there needs to be maybe a yoga class. But no, the thing about it, we can't just do exercise class and that's it.
No, it needs to be more on the mind. It's psychological.
There needs to be like a wording, like an affirmation being played while yoga is being done, or Zumba. There's an affirmation playing at the back, like an affirmation wording being played repeatedly to just. They're doing it at the same time they listen to positive like words, because it's not like we're completely different from everybody. We're really like, in order for us to reach the peak, because remember the reason why they have to deliberately change the whole system, what has been put out is that we are very advanced, because remember we've been here for a very long time, we're advanced human beings, us Nubians, but we're not using our intelligence. They said that the reason why they want more AI to take over work, because work is repetitive. Right. So a robot can do that. But then you've got humans, especially black people, the Nubian people, who can come up with the most amazing ideas on the spot. And they're not, because in order for humanity to reach at its best, because all the ancient civilization, they wouldn't say it, but it's melanated people that did it. But in order for civilization to reach its peak, like its best, there's two things that have to, mainly three, but two main things that have to happen. Women has to step up, like have more business, and black people have to also step up, because the standards, because women are they know this. Women, why do you think they always encourage men to have women? Because it helps to prolong a man's life for at least another 20 years. That's true. Women has a complex brain, and we've got all our brains, when we do anything, all our brains function. With men have only got 2-3 parts of brain. Look, why do you think most of the violence are done by males? Because of their primitive type of brain. But women, we're the complex, we're the ones putting things in place. So if women go more into business,
builders,
and black people, especially the Nubian people, go into that, the standard will look. When we come on, just cooking alone, we season everything. I don't know if you season. I haven't seasoned my rice. I don't know. Do you season?
Such a random question.
No, I'm putting the whole thing. I know it's crazy. I'm saying that we're so extra. We just from food. Yeah. From extraness to food, talk about business and everything else. So what I'm trying to say is that when it comes to high expectations or putting stuff at the highest level, like the culture, look at it. Notting Hill. I mean, we don't own it anymore, but when it started, it's the Nubian people that created it. Yes. And then any place, like even Brixton, any place that has culture, they come back and they take over it. So we bring the flavor to everything. Yes. But we need to start capitalizing on our own flavor, because we're just releasing that like it's, it's free for, like it's not like it's for everyone.
I hear you. Well, I'm just like, what is the solution to that? Because I think
we talk a lot. Black people, we communicate a lot, but sometimes we're communicating to the wrong people, and we're giving away our gems.
Yeah, we give it away, and I guess not seeing the value in our stuff. That, as you just said, we then give it away. People then repackage our stuff and sell it back to us, which is wild.
And we know where they're repackaging. What's funny is the quality is rubbish.
There you go.
It's never to the specs of what is actually meant to be. Because we're saying, we know, you've seen it yourself, this whole idea. When you look at the idea, like, oh, why has this got African print and all that stuff? I've seen some brands. I'm like, I saw a tea brand. I'm like, that's strange. And I saw another one. And then when I did research, I heard the idea was actually from Kenya, but the person who got it, when I went to look at it, they're not. They're from this country.
Watered down.
And I'm like, wow, okay. Is it that we don't care? Or is it that we're just living?
Do enough of us see the value in our stuff, though? Because I think there's a good portion of our people, unfortunately, that like to assimilate others and put more of a value on other people's things and way of doing things.
I understand. It's very stupid. I think it's like, again, there has to be a workshop in place about self-love and also about accepting your creative skills, like whatever you are. I don't know why it feels that another thing that ideology has done, the ideology system has done, is that if the idea comes from a Nubian person, it's not of good energy. Makes sense. You notice that?
Good energy or value?
But
According to who, though?
To both. Maybe, I know your family's strong, but I'm talking about even people's own family do that. The same idea, like, maybe artwork or something.
Yeah.
Or because it came from a Nubian person, is not seen as high value or seen as, or not just high value, also seen as, it's not.
People have been brainwashed.
It's not classy or like they try. But then another person will create the same thing.
Same thing, and it's fantastic. It's a brainwashing, and I guess these are the remnants of colonialism, if we need to go down that path,
And slavery, both of the two.
Well, this is it. So it's a whole reprogramming that needs to happen. People need to get back to seeing the beauty that is us.
Yeah,
it's conversations.
I think it's not just the children in target; it's the adults. Because again, if you don't believe in yourself, how are you going to start a business?
This is it. And if you don't see the value and believe in your own people, how are you going to do anything?
How are you going to put money, or say, because if you love yourself so much, that's what I like about the United States. They really have a group of people who just are pro. We used to have that, but my parents' generation, it was, I guess, stronger. But there's still collective, and there's still cliques and groups, smaller groups of people. There's subgroups. Yeah, there is. But what I would encourage people, this is something I would say to people in general, is if you don't invest in your own, and then in the future, because some of them, they have this mentality, I don't want to make, another person looks like me to do well.
It's a shame.
And then 5 years later, they want to start their own business and they flop. Makes sense? Mm-hmm. If somebody does not invest on their own people, this is something, I'm not cursing them, it's just a law of maths and nature. Mm-hmm. If you don't invest in your own, don't expect anything great to happen to you, because that's the mindset.
Right, that's the energy and the vibration you've put out there, so therefore it's going to boomerang back to you.
And then when because some of them, I've met them and I said to them, because I remember somebody mentioned there's several people, you probably might know some, they had a business flopped, and then someone told me, why are you trying to help that person? That person messed up several other Nubian people's business.
Wow.
And now they want to start a business, but they said they were shocked the person started a business because the person was so anti-business 5 years ago or 10 years ago. So we have to be careful.
People evolve.
They do.
So maybe they were in more of an immature state of life. Or their self-esteem was low, and they may have worked on themselves and I guess transitioned into a better being.
I don't know about
show people a bit of grace.
I think it's easier for women to change because of the way our bodies and the fact we produce children. We have to change. But I think when it comes, I'm not being rude. This is just something about men. I think with them, there's no change. It's more like I heard that person made about £800 in a day. I'll try it now. Just send okay, maybe it's my turn now. I'm just saying, there's a culture in which they're not. That's what I'm saying. Patriarchy. If we observe patriarchy, is one of the worst things that got invented. I know we shouldn't be speaking about that, but the thing there should be a balance. Because like I said, men live another extra 20 years just by being married. So women do play a huge part. So there should be a lot of investment in women as a whole. Women's behaviour do improve when they have children, and also women naturally they would nurture. So even if you're a woman, you don't have a child, there will be someone you're looking after. Right. There will be. You'll be a sister, a brother, something. It's going to be one relative you'll be looking after. It's just expected from you. Okay. Understand? So that kindness is naturally a feminine energy. So they did say in a statistic, a lot of black women are in business. But I think I was mentioned to you earlier, 0.02% were given funding from the UK banks, which is disgraceful. So that is mainly the females doing business, but you're not investing in the women. So there's a system it looks like they're trying to encourage them to stay in the workforce.
But that's a beautiful segue into partly why you're here, because as I know, but now you can share with the people, you actually saw a problem or a challenge in investment, not mentioning the big global investor by name, but you saw that they, majority of the time when they were making investments, was to people who are, I guess, as you said,
it's mainly white men.
White men.
White men, yeah.
So you've seen that problem there, and then obviously because you're an investor, I'll let you expand on that. What did you do?
Okay, so me as a whole, I was literally just working with business funding specialists who were releasing business loans. So I was already working with them, so I was already scouting. And then I said to myself, I need to get a much bigger project. Reason why, because I felt that, yes, the business loans, not everyone qualify, but the bigger projects, sometimes they don't ask they do ask for questions, but they're more interested in your idea. So if you have a really good business plan, a good proposal, and the fact that they are stretching a project for 30 years span or 20 years, so that means the person has to be like 15 below, young people. They do want to invest. So it's like it can get people out of certain situation. Also, all the projects I'm involved in is about improving the life of humanity.
Okay.
So they're all, it's like green energy. I don't want to do projects where it's all about the person getting rich, it's like, okay, you're doing something, you're going to help people's health, you're going to bring clean water, but at the same time, there's a business side to it.
Yeah.
It benefits the community.
Yes.
Plus, it benefits the person who comes with the idea, because they also get wealthy from it. But at the same time, it's something that covers a large, because also they provide jobs.
Right.
So when we are looking through the business plans and the proposals, we also ask them to make sure they have a list of people that work with them. Right. That creates employment.
Okay.
So, and that's really good. So they create an employment, they're helping whatever, because the projects we do, we cover any country.
Okay.
So we're not like, it's only UK. So wherever we do cover every country, but we are a bit discriminatory to some countries because of their poor, they have a corrupt system. Okay. So some countries are very corrupt, so we can't really do business with them. Because we know if we give release funding them, there's, nothing seen. They'd be like, all the officials or the government would have taken their piece and then nothing.
That's just due diligence, so that's okay, because
But most countries we support most countries.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's a global project. If anyone wants to get involved or they want to get in touch with me, I'm happy to listen. I'm always listening to ideas. I'm always looking for new people.
So if you just specify that again in terms of what you need. So you need people who want to start a business, a green business, did you say?
So basically, one of the things we're doing now is we're looking for companies to have $1 million turnover.
Existing
businesses that have $1 million.
Okay.
Yeah. But we have another project which is much bigger. You don't even need to have that much turnover at all. You just need to have a great idea.
Okay.
Yeah, and so that great idea business, we have to obviously, because there's a group of us, and first thing would be me. I'll be the one scouting.
Right.
Listening to what the individual has to talk about, making notes, observing their body language, because sometimes it's not really the project is great, it's the individual.
Of course, absolutely.
Yeah. So I recently there's one individual I wouldn't say I fell out with, but I was like, why did I pick this person? But the project is great. I saw the project, it's amazing. And I think next time I see that character, I would not be selecting that type of person. I'm not going to give it a clue who that person is, because I don't want people to say, some people are going to start adjusting their behavior. So, but I saw some red marks, but I just thought, let me just let them through. But I want somebody who just got a good humanity behavior, like they really want to help people. They are just relaxed with themselves. No stress, just be yourself. Because even though I put people forward, I have to observe character.
Of course.
Yes, because I'm not willing to give money, because after you hear all that terrible things happen, you give money to people who already are evil thinking or not good. And then when they get money, what are they going to do with the money? Because money just makes an evil person more evil.
Okay.
Understand? So literally, we already have put about 6 people forward for the huge project. It's all going well.
So it's just any idea?
Any idea, but the thing is, I wouldn't really tell them until I meet them, because I don't want to give too much. Sometimes you don't want to give too much information, because you're trying to scan who you're dealing with.
So the fact that I'm currently about to produce a few documentaries, I'll go into the details of them when we're not on the camera. Does that fit into a criteria of a good business?
The problem is, me and you had a discussion, but you told me how much you needed, and the money was it's in a different spectrum. So I can't put you forward for that. Okay. But with me, if anyone has an idea, I already work with other investors and bankers. So I would put things forward to them. Like at the moment, I've got several, you're one, and there's several other people that who have projects, but it's not in the millions, like it's all less. I'm actually scouting to meet other investors who that's what they do. They specialize in startups and smaller funding. And I'm going to speak to them and say, oh, look, I saw it, what do you think? We have meetings. So we have regular meetings. I go and meet them. I talk to them on the phone. Like there's one I'm meeting on Tuesday. We're going to talk. He's an investor also. We're going to discuss. I'll bring, because they always give me ideas. It's either they have it or they've got somebody who can. Because with me, I'm obsessed with solution. Yeah. Whenever there's a problem, I feel there's a solution. People contact me, say, Tojake, you're the A to Z girl. Like, I'm thinking, really? So they're like, if they're looking for something or they need something, we always, if I can't find it, I'll find someone who can find. I'm one of the people that you say, like, I would not stop until I get the information or the answer. So, like again, I'm looking for, there were several people came up to me with I'm like, oh, whoa, I don't cover this. I need to find someone that covers this. Okay. So that's what I'm scouting for. And I'm going to be scouting for that for the next 1 or 2 weeks. Okay. So it's something I'm focusing on now because I'm realizing the urgency. Definitely. Yeah. So just to clarify, in terms of the people who've currently got a minimum of a million turnover and you guys have got the money set up to obviously invest in them even more, as you just said. So I'm trying to get out of you, how can you help people? I can't mention the bigger project, reason why. Oh, right, okay. It's like there's NDAs, a lot of stuff involved now, but if they get to meet me and I heard the project, I would release that information to them. Okay, so people just contact you. Yeah. Just tell me whatever the idea is. Whatever the idea is, I will listen and see if it qualifies. Okay. Because I'm the first contact, so I make notes, I observe the person's character, I will ask some questions because I'm trying to check who I'm dealing with. Right. I also would check to see if the person's greedy, because that's another thing that you can tell. Someone's greedy, that's not a nice person. Do they get along with people? I just ask all these little questions to see if they are a suitable human being to be put forward to the next stage. When I decided this is great, I would then introduce them to the team. Okay. And then the team, they have really high expectation. Yeah. So that whoever I put forward, they feel it's a good catch. Right. So I have to make sure I keep my reputation. So I can't just put anyone who doesn't fit the criteria or, so I look at the person, like, this person will fit, and I probably prompt them, train them for the next meeting. So I actually do give advice what they can do, how they should behave, how they should dress. So I do that. So other people won't do that, but I actually train them, make sure that they're ready. Okay. So already they have like a certain image, which I know they want. I mean, we want, but they want. You've mentioned that you're a serial networker. I know, I always call myself that. I know it sounds terrible, serial. Oh, yeah. But it's good, and there's definitely a power in networking. How did you get to the point of being a serial networker? Because as you can imagine, as we've mentioned earlier, a lot of our people know they need to network, but they're frightened, they're scared, and just don't for any whatever reason. Okay. So you obviously see the benefits in that. How did you get there? I realized the importance of meeting people because, I've done it like a whole week. I decided, okay, I'm not going to do nothing. I'm not going to meet nobody. I'll do everything from home. It's good. You can network online also, but I would say it's very important to meet people in person. You don't know how, because even these investors, that's how I met them. I went to an art exhibition I'm a painter, and so people should try everything. Just go to art exhibitions, go to open mic events, go to as many events as possible. You don't know who you will meet. It's so true. And I would say this is how you can start off with. for little, just start off little. Start off with one event per week to attend.
That's a lot for some people, you know.
No, but then one is, and you know what sometimes somebody can do? If you're so scared of going to an event, try and team up with a friend. Make friends with some people who attend events. So you might have friends or business contacts or people you know or work colleagues that go to events. Make friends with them and try, because sometimes you know when you first do networking, the first time when I was doing it, I had to go with other people and know other people there just to give me some sort of confidence. And then after a while, I just thought, because some of them say, oh, sorry, I've changed my plan, I got this. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna start going by myself. So start with collaborating with other people, like working with your work colleagues. It could be work colleagues, it could be family, friends. You're into maybe entertainment, business, anything. Your friends, your family members who are progressive. Because you got family members. Some of them are
regressive.
Something else.
They're going backwards in life.
Yeah, so progressive family members, if they got, and then you've got your work colleagues. There's some people in your work who that they're always going to events. You can ask them, could I follow you to here, to your theatre? So that's how you go. Just do that first, because it might be hard doing it by yourself, because going by yourself is like a real hard motivation. And then as time progresses, you can start going by yourself. But what I recommend is try and go, if you're brave enough, go to the big exhibitions like Excel Centre. We'll talk about London. So I don't know, this show goes worldwide, isn't it? So wherever you are in the world, check your exhibition centres.
Right.
Go online, check for your exhibition centres. They would give you different events all year round.
Share with people the value of networking now.
The value of networking, I've met some serious business contacts accidentally. Like sometimes you'll be surprised, you go to an event and you don't know you're sitting next to somebody who has assets up to 100 ml. They don't look like, I'm not saying they don't look like, it's just they're dressed very casual. And then you introduce yourself, say, oh, I'm looking for this and so and so. And they're like, oh, how much is your business worth? Oh, my business worth. I'm like, okay, why are you here? They themselves are observing.
I hear you, but I think in terms of like my own experience in networking, I try not to, I know it's a label and it's for everybody to understand what we're talking about, but I feel like sometimes the actual the word in itself can be quite intimidating to people.
Do you think so?
Absolutely.
Well, intimidate when you hear someone, I've dealt with people who have, they're worth 10 billion. I didn't feel intimidated by that.
But remember, networking is beyond just, like your field specifically is you're going to go meet people who's got money, who they want to invest and share with other people. But obviously people network for different reasons, you know, like for me, obviously now producing and doing whatever I need to do with the documentaries and things, I'm going to go to film and TV networking. I'm networking for different reasons, basically, and whatever industry someone's in, they're networking for that.
Okay, I think what people can do to put themselves out of the zone, okay, you are a film person, you do editing, why not go to a solicitor's network? You know,
because it's whatever you're looking for specifically, you would then go to an accountant's network and go and find accountant and blah, blah, etc.
But I think what I noticed about some people, some professionals stick too much to their professional group.
No, because you just go for what you're looking for, so you're absolutely correct. But even just the fact of saying that, there's people who are watching this right now who didn't even know that. That's something we would take for granted. Yeah. Because we've just been doing business for a long time.
Sometimes it's good to go to a network that's completely out of your field. Because when you go there, you're the one who's the top dog. Understand? So you go to a property networking event. Yeah. And you're a accountant or solicitor.
Everyone there could be your client. Because they will need an accountant. Yeah. It makes sense. And that's a whole technique in itself.
There's an architecture networking event and then a proper developer. I'm saying, like, just mix it. Yeah. Because sometimes if you go to a film one's good. The one, I think I shared you one. That one's got some investors in there.
I'm going, I've registered.
Really? Oh,
yeah. 100%.
But I was going to say, some people are unlucky when you go to some network where you've got the same people, especially the creative industry. The problem with that is that you just like, you can't really, I can say, okay, there's an artist group. You notice how they don't promote artists to go as a networking, and if you go online, you go Eventbrite, you don't see a networking event for artists to come and meet each other. They do exhibitions,
Right.
but they don't do networking because the thing about it is they can't really learn of each other. Because remember, they're all creatives.
Well, unless they want to do collaboration, I guess.
Yeah, but that's another thing that you just mentioned. They don't encourage them. That's another thing. And that's where the universities play their part. They have done a massive part in not really promoting financial literacy.
Oh yeah, that's
Not just in the education system, but in universities.
100%.
I remember years ago, I was saying to people that, they need to, if someone was saying it, people can talk about, there needs to be a business hub in every university. So they should, I don't understand, they encourage people just to go to university to work for the system when actually, those university graduates are what these big corporations need to make their body to exist. What's wrong in training them to become, because remember the student loan is a lot.
Yes.
It's not cheap.
Yeah.
So why don't I encourage them to be earning 100k or a million? That's the aim they should be doing it.
But as we know, the whole system
is rotten.
It's outdated.
The whole system's rotten. From primary, from nursery all the way.
Yeah.
Because even I find it strange.
Needs an update.
Nursery, they're meant to be training nursery children like self-affirmation. So let's say you got your name written down, and each of your name you say positive words. Like, okay, Tojake, like T for totalitarian, O for organized. Like every child should have your name and then a positive word.
But we know the curriculum's just...
Yeah, so only the parents
needs a reboot.
But do parents know that? Because most people who produce children, they have no clue about life.
Hey! This is... Yeah, it's fair that you say that, because I literally, as I went out to dinner last night with one of my previous podcast guests, Nahanda, and we was literally talking about the same thing in terms of the parenting, because you can't be in a space of just blaming school and blah, blah, blah. As we all know, education starts at home. So it's like, please, what are you doing as a start and then contributing to whatever's happening outside? But conversation and episode for other days.
I know. Terrible. Like just have a child and you don't even have no plan in place. Like, oh my God. I really don't understand it. But I think parents even should be trained. Like there should be projects for parents.
There is, Nahanda, as I've just said, you know what? I think because we've just mentioned her twice in the space of a minute.
Wow.
It's somewhere within this part of the video, I'm gonna add a link to connect to her episode. So.
Yeah, that would be great, because more people need to train parents. 'Cause a lot of parents don't know what to do. And I think children change when they reach secondary school, especially if they go to a mixed school. That's but I think there must be, there's more programs. So it's weird, these younger children, I think they don't even, there's not been much investment even on their cartoons, on their toys. I think the millennials, we lot got really spoilt with different toys, different it was very child moment.
And it's very much impacting them, because it's like even
they got depression. And stress.
Definitely, and I was watching something from a psychologist literally a few days ago, and it's unfortunate that the younger generations coming through now, sadly, are not more intelligent than
What?
us.
I thought they'll be more intelligent.
They're not. And for eons, it's always been children are more intelligent than their parents, and literally from Gen Z onwards, no, there's actually regression, and it's a shame. So
that's quite sad,
They're looking into it because they're like, what happened in 2010, what happened for this to start happening? And it's when they've started to bring in more technology into the schools.
Oh, they're doing predictive text. They're not
basically
writing things themselves. Yeah.
Certain levels that was contributing to our cognitive abilities. And
also, they don't do much sports. I noticed that. And their bodies...
It's across the board.
Their body shape is a bit different.
It's across the board. So their mind is not getting used in that type of way. So I guess their mind's getting more lazy. So it's obviously going to have adverse effects. It's just going to be ripple effects now beyond. And we see that now. Yeah, and it's actually proven. And psychologists are seriously having to go hard in looking into what's going on. So as much as we appreciate all the technology and blah, blah, blah.
But I think with millennials, we came from manual to there was so much changes in our time. We had the Lehman Brothers crash, remember that?
Yeah.
There's so much problem that had happened, and we just had to pick ourselves up. And
we're the last generation to see the major shift in humanity.
Okay.
So we're the bridge, basically.
Wow.
So we know the analog life more so, but we've also had to adjust to the more digital life.
Yeah,
so we've actually got reference for both sides of life. So that's actually empowering for us because we can translate people from both sides.
Wow, I see that. That's beautiful.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
but at the same time, it's like for the youngsters coming through now.
That's so sad. I don't know if it's like, even though it's something that it's very strange. I don't know if there's going to be ever a way to change it.
We've just gone down the rabbit hole of digital now to the point where it's now
AI wants to
gone
take over.
into AI now. So it's like
because the Gen Z they don't want. I mean, I could talk. I don't want to drive. You know, they want to get cars. It's just no driverless cars goes pick you up.
It's wild to me. There's such a life skill in driving. I appreciate it. Like I'm a happy passenger.
Yeah.
But also appreciate the fact that I have the skill to drive. I've had it for a long time as well.
Wow,
there's an empowerment in driving.
That's what I'm saying.
So when the young people come through my family, Auntie Alicia's encouraging you to go and get the driving license, whether you use it or not. Go and get it because it's also added, as you just said, your cognitive skills.
Yeah.
You're having to not only learn highway codes, etc., read the room, your level of awareness in keeping yourself safe on the road, and not just you safe, it's everybody else around you. You're reading your environment, you're reading the instrument that is your car, etc., etc. So sorry, I can't spoil on that.
No, it's good because
everyone needs to learn how to drive. I'm not encouraging more cars on the road. Don't take it from that.
That's fine.
It's a skill everyone should have.
Yeah, I mean, everyone's got but I mean, there's some...
Learn to drive.
No, but you know what's funny? So I'm kind of adventurous because I go to all these different networking events in different parts of London. That's another thing I was going to say. People need to sometimes move out of their comfort zone. So I know
that.
what I find strange is, do you notice it? Our Nubian people, like some of them be in like Southwark, and then they don't leave Southwark.
It's not just Southwark. I literally was having this conversation the other day.
No,
if people don't leave their ends, that's what I'm saying. They don't leave their ends. Whatever
How can you not leave 2-3 miles?
People don't leave their ends.
What people need to. That's another thing, because it doesn't have to be as far as going to the networking events just to open your mind. It's just traveling to another borough, or even sometimes going outside London. Because I've lived outside London for like 4 years.
Yeah.
And just doing things like that can completely change your...
Absolutely.
Or going to another country.
Absolutely. Yeah. Environment's everything. And you pick up so much gems. I think one of the most valuable things to do in life is travel, 100%. You meet so many, you encounter and you experience so many beautiful things from traveling.
You meet very intelligent people. So.
And the thing that I always say, because I've done so much traveling in this lifetime, is you actually, for me personally, I can't speak for anybody else, I have encountered so many beautiful and wonderful humans in this world. And I can definitely say, in terms of my encounters, I've met more good people than bad, because I travel
what's
so
funny?
much. There's more good people in this world than bad.
What I believe really is that humans are good.
Yeah.
They are good. Majority are good. They all got good in them.
Yeah.
But some choose, it's a choice.
100%.
Some choose to be bad, either for power or for just something which is not. And then when they realise the direction they've gone is too late. Understand?
It's not too late, man. You can change it around.
In the world
Until
of
you close your eyes.
In the world of the drug world, and sorry, I have to put that in the world of that world. It's cutthroats. It's some industry. There's no forgiving. I'm just saying. There's no like turning back. As soon as they get in, it's like they've made an oath, and that is it. It's written in blood, and they're finished. So sometimes I would say don't even join or get involved in.
Of course, prevention's better than cure, but there's so many people who have done what you've just mentioned, gone and thought about their life and existence, turning it around, and are now reaching back into the community to do better in their life, you know. And there's certain people who, because they have a lived experience of what you just mentioned, they can then go and connect and provide guidance to people who may still be doing whatever they're doing and can contribute to turning it around for them.
Again, it's up to the individual if they want to listen. If they're going to listen. Because you can tell...
There's a lot of reformed criminals.
I don't even know what to say. I mean,
There's reformed criminals,
there is. I'm not going to say there's not, but I'm just saying the only problem is I don't think they do enough in place to, because, okay, someone's in prison, there's a prison service. Okay, in America, I think they do other stuff. When I heard what the Americans said, they allow them to get education. They probably even allow them to start a business. The problem is the system here. Just like the school and the prison is, if you look at the way it's even set up, it looks like each other.
Well, isn't that what, to mention names, Dr. Umar Johnson would mention the school to prison pipeline. That's how it's set up, according to him, you know.
No, but it's true. The way they do the dinner tables, everything, it's all...
This is it. Therefore, is it a manifestation? Is it, if we've been set up to a point where they're like, that is your journey? If it's replicating it, if that's how you're set up from when you're little, is there a level of spiritual expectation for you to do your latter days there?
But if you set up something like that, you don't expect someone to have a spiritual expectation at all.
Well, this is it. And this is a huge problem that many people are talking about and discussing, because we see the reality of that. And unfortunately, it's put more so on our people. As I said, put on our people. But then that's another conversation in itself.
You know the whole process, that's what people understand. It's about energy harvesting. And I'm going to a different thing.
No, I agree. Yeah. And I totally understand what you're saying.
They harvest energy from starting from as young as nursery. Harvest it in the school system, then they harvest it even in all religious organisations, they harvest it there. The government does it, even the work system does it, even family members do it, they do that also. Like especially if you got the brains and they're just sucking out all the energy. But the thing is, you have to know yourself, because as soon as you know yourself,
you protect your light.
Nothing can touch you.
100%.
Yeah.
But that also, just to kind of spin right back to the networking as well, that I find that's the difference as well in a level of confidence for people who may have a fear, because when you know yourself, or you know you're doing something that's of value and of a great contribution, you don't mind going and talking to networking with people and telling them about it, because there's a different level of self-esteem that you're walking with. Whereas if you're somebody who's just on a little bit of on a wish and you're then walking into a room where you know people will see through whatever you're about to say, you're gonna walk in with a different energy, basically.
I would say it is kind of strange, because you're right. When you go to a networking event, there are going to be vultures there, and if you show a sign of weakness, the vultures would, say, "Oh, that's my prey there." So when I do go to events, I'm not maybe because I carry myself as confident. I don't see. I see the vultures, but they don't approach me. So, because I've set a certain bar. But now these days, when I go to some events, I can't really tell everyone what I'm doing. I have to ask them, because before I was doing all these huge projects, I was, what's your name? Tell you. And it was funny, but I was starting to engage with the business world, especially when you go to the business one. It's how they would just go in there to pick, like you say, someone calls you and say, let me pick your brain. And I was like, oh my gosh, these people are not even coming here to really do business, it's just coming here to pick brains. Literally. So I stopped attending the business events more. I started attending the generic ones, the more like the fintech ones, property, investment, architecture, all the other ones which are not business, because it was now clear that the business ones were just becoming a bit flawed, because you had a lot of people coming to events, especially our Nubian people, coming to events, no business, nothing religious, no ideas, just come to listen to what you're saying you're doing. They say, okay, you know what, you say you do. If you can do that, I can do that. And I'm thinking, you don't even know what the idea can tell.
Coming for inspiration, I guess.
Okay, let's think it positive. Let's move positive. Let's think positive. But I'm just saying, the business ones are now so saturated that you have to go to completely a different industry from you. That's what I'm dealing with now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
But that's the best option. I would say, whatever interest you have, go for it. But if you want to do something just completely opposite, it's even better. Like I mentioned, a videographer goes to a networking of solicitors. They all need videos.
This is it.
That's a potential. That's a smart move.
That's a very smart move.
Yeah.
And what was the other trick in terms of networking events is, when you're talking to people, don't approach people with whatever it is you're selling. So whatever your business is you're selling.
Try and find out about them.
There you go.
Try and know, because people want you to be intrigued by them.
Well, definitely. And then also start with how can you help them?
Yeah.
Rather than this is what I do and just sell. You're not going to get very far in a networking meeting.
I think the only way you can really sell now is if you do. One trick I can give people. If you go to directory pages, there's a section where you can contact businesses directly. So if you have a business and you're really like, okay, you know what, I need to get new clients, I would recommend, I know it sounds crazy, like 50 to 100.
Is that new, Tojake?
No, it's not new.
That's doing up Yellow Pages, my girl.
Yeah, go on yell.com, whatever country it is. And then message them, hi, my name is... You won't believe it, traditional method is still the best. So I would recommend, if you're really serious about business, say, okay, this week I'm going to contact 500 businesses.
Yeah.
So do that and you'll be surprised, even if you don't get much context, but I would say that they will reply and you build a relation and then you get a customer from there. So that's really the old method, and the old method still works. Because I told someone about it and they said,
and if you don't want to do it yourself,
hire someone.
Go on Fiverr, find somebody else to do it.
Oh, I swear those people that don't do work to the best quality, it's always rubbish.
Or go wherever then, sorry.
Yeah.
Other than that specific
or
brand.
maybe find a
freelancer who would do it for you. There you go, student.
Yeah.
There you go, because that's also helping the next generation. Find a student who would do it for you. So
yeah, that's good.
Delegating.
Yeah, that's another thing, delegating. Mm-hmm. That's actually one of the business module people don't do. They do everything themselves. And
then burn themselves out.
Yeah. So,
well, you know what? I think all these things that we've touched on, this is, I believe, contributes to why, as I said, spin right back to the beginning of this episode, as to some of the challenges as to why some of our people don't start business, because it can be overwhelming and there's so many moving parts, there's so many things that are, involved, that some people are just like, oh my gosh, I don't know what to do. I've got this passion or love for something, I want to do it, but blah.
No, but
basically.
Things have changed now because of internet and social media. There's so many groups. So if you're based in London, I will recommend anyone to go to Grow London. Just go to Google, go to Grow London, and they offer free business consultation.
Nice.
To all business. They can give you from A to Z what you need to do. They can help you with funding, everything.
Amazing.
So London has got that, but I'm sure they have the same thing in all different cities, not just in UK, but all over the world.
What would they search to find it in other places?
I don't know where they will search, but all I'll say is search for free business consultation in wherever your city is, where you're based in. And there will be organizations is either run by the government or your local mayor, or it's run by an independent entrepreneurial company that will offer free advice, because they do want people to start businesses, because when a country has a lot of entrepreneurs, it helps the economy.
The GDP.
It also helps it helps the GDP. Why do you think places like Dubai and Monaco and Switzerland have tax havens, where you can hide your money? Because they understand the importance of those who have wealth help to build their economy. Some countries don't really have anything.
Right.
It's the population that's helping them to look good. They've got a quality population. Or
tourism.
Tourism is a big thing. But I don't know the way UK is going, and the whole.
It's a facade.
Yeah, the whole right wing. Literally.
As I say, UK has great PR on the world stage. It's for what's put out into the world to what we have to live and experience. It's two different things. Stories for other days.
Yeah, I just think it's so stupid, because people are promoting a right wing ideology, which is not going to benefit nobody, not even those who vote for it. It wouldn't even benefit it, because they're also going to realise that they are going to get discriminated themselves.
Yeah.
So they're thinking they're going to just look what happened with the United States. They thought they would discriminate Pacific group, but actually the law is discriminating them.
This is it.
So those of I know you're listening out there, people who are involved in such right-wing ideology. It's not going to benefit anybody. It only benefits those running the system.
Right.
Everybody else is going to lose.
Everyone
will lose. But what they're going to do is going to control your movement, control everything.
That's it.
And your, finance, they'll control that also. So.
Hey, that's a topic for other days.
But while they're doing that, don't worry, we're preparing some, offshore accounting.
Hey. So, to close, what would you like to finally say? What would you like to leave the viewers with?
Okay, what I would finally say is that everyone should try and question, not just themselves, but question other people. If somebody said they have a job, and especially if they're under the age of 55, you should say something like, "Is that all?"
Is that going to offend people?
Yeah, I had you won't believe it, what made me to be more pushy with myself.
Okay.
I've got a lot of Canadian and American friends, and I used to tell them, "Oh, this is what I do," and they used to tell me, "Is that all?" And I thought, first of all, when I heard that question, my heart was, oh. But then I realized I had to sit down and literally think to myself, what they're saying is actually right, I know I can do a lot. I'm not doing enough.
Right.
So it's like they're pushing you to the next level. Some of you have got amazing, and also try and find stuff to do to try and make your work life more easier. Because some people, some jobs allow you to do hybrid now.
Yes.
So you can work from home or work in office. There are some self-help online tools that shows you how to make your day productive. So if work is causing you a lot of stress and stuff, you might have to find ways of planning or doing stuff so that by the time you get to work, there's no stress. Like everything is done. Some people may need therapy. Therapy also helps. Talking therapy, that helps a lot in de-stressing yourself.
Yeah.
I would say what I would like to leave is taking action. If
100%.
So action is number one. If you can take action, when I say action, you got an idea, it's in your head. Stop hiding the idea and keeping it yourself. Say, you don't have to explain the whole idea. You just can explain a few lines to some of you can talk to your work colleagues about it. Say, if you trust, I don't know, but there must be a manager in your workplace who is progressive thinking, or a CEO in the company that likes people who have ideas. There's nothing wrong, because I had one lady, I think she said she did an exhibition promoting her goods, her skincare.
Depends where you work, my friend.
I know.
Depends where you work.
I
beg to differ, but anyway.
Yeah, you know what, work is something else. Okay, so what you want to do, you want to go online and find those companies, organizations that offers free consultation or free advice, and then just start from there. If you have an idea, I suspect you take action now. Because again, like I mentioned, we've got about 4.5 years or maximum 4 years before they change the whole system. And they've shown, I've already read in the protocol.
Yes.
There's proven fact we can get out of this.
Right.
So what they're trying to do is trying to separate human. I mean, what they're trying to say, we are advanced.
Yes.
But some of us are acting on the lower level.
Right.
So what they're trying to do on the lower level, they are the ones who are not making the money they're meant to make.
Not making a good enough contribution.
Their job is going to be taken over AI.
Right.
I think there's going to be maximum 5 different roles that AI can't touch. So there's only going to be about maximum 5 or even 6 different roles AI wouldn't touch. But all the jobs, AI would take over them, because they said most of the jobs are repetitive. Yeah, do the same thing.
Yes.
There's no creativity or anything to do with it.
Right.
I'm thinking in the future, most human beings will be entrepreneurs, they'll be business people. That's the aim.
And this way we have people like you to encourage and help people with that, so give thanks.
So in the future, we have a large amount of entrepreneurs. Population would be more middle, higher. I think it's going to be a much more advanced system.
Yes.
But in the same time, it's kind of sad they want to separate. It's going to be a massive separation on income. So the lower level is going to be like, it's almost like they're going to be like a barcoded.
Oh wow, that's like that movie.
Yeah, Matrix.
There's Matrix.
Almost like Matrix.
The other, is it In Time as well? Anyway, yeah.
Yeah, so that's something like, that's what's going to happen. They're going to be like, oh, you are of this level. So one of the things I had to do was organize monthly networking events so that I can get professionals and business owners to connect together. Plus I share the information on, moving forward. I give tips on the links they need to get in touch with to forward their business. Plus the professionals are there on the site, which can also help them.
Where can people find you?
Oh my days. You can email me, but the email I'm going to give is so long. So the email is new evaluation. So evaluation, should I spell that? Evaluation project. So it's new, NU, spelled NU, evaluation project at gmail.com. You can email, the team will have a look at that. And that is for if you want, I'm offering 15 to 20 minutes free consultation. So I can guide you on, I also do a business checklist, which like has like branding, like, oh, have you got business card, logo, all the essentials your business needs. I'll be ticking all that. And if you don't have it, I've got a team that does all of that. So, and then if you want to contact me directly, because I'm also available, I'm very open to speak. It's 079 2078 0285. That's 079 2078 0285.
UK.
So, and it's a UK number. +44 if you're not in this country. So just message me, WhatsApp me, tell me what you are interested in. Is it the investment? Do you want advice? And then I will, because I'm quite a busy person, so I'm always in business meetings. I just managed to, after here I've got another business meeting.
Yeah.
So then I would follow up to see how I can help you. If I personally can't help, I'll find somebody who can help you to cover your whatever you're looking for. So I'm always here. I'm always about solution, because I think another thing we need to try and encourage people to do is especially the newbie people, they focus too much on the problem. They need to start doing solutions. So we need to get them to do. There probably needs to be a workshop in place where there's something about a problem and they come up with a solution. So you have to realize every problem has a solution.
Should we leave that to you then?
So your show's doing it. Your show's doing solutions.
That's my contribution.
Oh my days. Okay. Yeah.
Because I agree with you with the workshop. But I'm like,
I think somebody needs to there's some people that's what they do as a career. Mm-hmm. They come up with strategy, solution and stuff. Mm-hmm. I can speak to them.
Please do.
And say, let's work together and do it.
And send them this way.
Oh my days. True. You're right.
This is it. Yeah. Well, thank you, Tojake.
Oh, thank you so much.
This has been insightful. It's been good. And and continue to do what you're doing, because it's of great value. Yeah. We need people like you. And as you say, the world's shifting.
It is.
So you're about to get seriously busy. I pray, I hope, Yeah,
I can feel it. I can feel there's people watching so much. There's going to be a lot of...
No, but it's good. This is what we need.
I had a podcast last week also. I've been having one nearly every week now.
That's good.
Crazy. But I'm going to have my own show. Don't worry, I'll invite you to mine. All the way in Croydon. We'll travel.
I travel to Croydon. That's fine.
Days. And there's one, I think I might have one in Canary Wharf, So
I'll go Canary Wharf before I go Croydon there.
Oh, look, yes, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right. You might like it.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay. Well, great work. I love the layouts and,
Thank you.
I saw it online. I was like, am I seeing stuff? But when I came in person, I was like, oh, even better.
It's real. It's not a green screen. It's real.
I actually thought it was, that's the thing, I actually thought it was a screen.
No, this is
I said,
real.
this can't be a real place. When I came in person, I was like, definitely, that's a skill. You can teach people how to set up a podcast scenery.
I'm going to actually start that as a service. Yeah, when I move this studio, I'm going to create other studios for other podcasts, but
wow.
We don't need to announce that yet.
Let me know about that. I not like ideas. Come on.
I'm busy and booked out in this world.
That idea needs investment.
And I'm coming to you, so there you go. Give thanks.
I'll be like, okay, is that what you need? Okay, how much money do you? I was asking, how much do you need? Okay, okay. I'll try and find a way. If not me, I'll find the contact. They can do something. Yeah, that's good. That's good.
We'll talk.
Yeah.
Another wonderful episode, brilliant episode. Tojake is doing major work that we definitely need in our community. This is what we need, and especially with the shift that's happening now with AI, etc., and the changes that we know are going to be announced, are already being announced. She's got a major service that she's doing and providing, and give thanks, and we need to jump on it and actually use it. So if you're starting a business, you're thinking about starting a business, definitely reach out to her. She can help you not only with structuring your business, getting you registered and doing all the admin part of it, but she can also get you the key thing to make sure you get started is the investment. So thank you for tuning in. Let's keep the conversation going. Talk to me in the comments and also contact Tojake. We're here. Let's do this. Let's continue to take action, make a difference, not have to rely on other people and do things for ourselves. So on that note, stay blessed.